In April 2017, Steven Robert Noske was fined $20,000 and sentenced to 18 months in prison. His crime? The use of inside information to make a profit of over $50,000. Mr. Noske became aware of a proposed takeover by E&G Limited of the ASX-listed Westside Corporation. When a takeover occurs, the share price usually rises significantly, so Mr. Noske purchased shares in the target, Westside. When the information about the proposed takeover became public, the share price jumped by nearly 60%. Insider trading is an abuse of the financial markets, which are heavily regulated to prevent this type of behaviour. Information about an organisation takes time to reach the market, and in many cases, information is withheld and only disclosed to the market at an appropriate time. For example, with the proposed takeover of Westside by E&G Limited, the ideas, plans and discussions that led to this proposal are likely to have taken several months before it was finalised. During this time, while the plans are not complete, it's appropriate to ensure this information is kept confidential. This time gap is what creates the opportunity for insider trading. People working within the organisation who are privy to this information need to be careful of insider trading during the period when an information gap exists. So what is needed for insider trading to occur? Firstly, there's a requirement for inside information to exist, and two criteria need to be satisfied here. Inside information is information that is A, not generally available, and B, if it were, a reasonable person would expect a material effect on the share price or value of the shares or other financial products. In the E&G Westside situation, the information about the proposed takeover was not public knowledge at the time of Mr. Noske's share purchase, and the 60% price rise indicates that a reasonable person would have expected a material effect on the share price. So it's clear that inside information existed in this situation. By itself, the existence of inside information does not give rise to insider trading. For insider trading to occur, this information needs to be acted upon in some way. So the next step in demonstrating a breach of the law is to establish that a person both possesses the inside information and knows of its importance, and then uses this information. Ways of acting on this inside information include buying or selling shares, or tipping someone else about it who is likely to act on this information. Mr. Noske possessed the inside information as a result of being consulted by the Managing Director of E&G Limited, who asked Mr. Noske for advice. As an expert advisor, Mr. Noske would know it was inside information, and then he acted on the information by purchasing shares, which he later made a significant profit on. So what if a person decides to get clever and instead of buying shares, asks someone else to buy them instead? Well, the law is drafted in a specific way that prohibits both acting on the information or procuring someone else to do it for you. To recap, insider trading involves inside information held by a person who then uses that information. More specifically, if there is information that is not generally available and that will have a material impact on the share price, and a person knows it's inside information, then if they act on this or share it with someone else who may act on it, they have conducted insider trading, which has significant penalties attached.